Today, Uganda's media fraternity joined the rest of the world to commemorate International Press Freedom Day. However, many media practitioners have been depressed and concerned about the increasing violations of their rights. A report by the Press Rights Commission released yesterday showed that the police have been involved in violations of journalists' rights. According to the Uganda Journalists Association, in the 2 months of February and March this year, at least 33 journalists were assaulted by various security agencies. Most of the scribes experienced torture during the Kawempe election in March, and many journalists are still nursing injuries. Camera person Miracle Ibra is one of those who suffered a serious eye injury while covering the Kawempe North by-election campaigns.
There was a scuffle between civilians and security officers. When the civilians started throwing stones at the security officers, they also responded by firing bullets. During the process, I fell into a trench. There was a lady who saw me from afar, lamenting. So she screamed, "Somebody's boy has been killed." I thought maybe she meant someone else, but instead, it was me she was referring to.
Miracle says he even asked God to let him die as he found the pain from his injuries unbearable.
After my first operation in the hospital, I was covered in bandages all over my head. Then I asked my uncle what happened. He told me that I lost my eye. At the time, I asked God to take me in the next hour because I couldn't imagine life without my eye.
For his part, Huzafia Mugerwa, a journalist with Success Media, also described his experience in the Kawempe election as a struggle.
After confiscating our phones, they masked up our faces and took us inside the drone. They sat on our backs while beating us terribly.
The conditions they were subjected to have caused them permanent injuries.
I lost my vision. I can't see things from far. Even when I'm on border, my eyes produce tears.
I always experience headaches and feel like giving up on my life.
Several journalists who have been affected by the brutality have tasked the Electoral Commission to ensure a safe environment ahead of the polls if they expect them to participate in the next elections.
The government reminding you that as journalists, we are not enemies of the state. We are not enemies in any way. We are simply executing our duty as enshrined under Article 29 of the Constitution.
There must be a sincere conversation on how the Electoral Commission is prepared to provide security for the journalists of Uganda who are going to cover that election. Less that, we must say no.
However, spokesperson of the Electoral Commission, Julius Muchunguzi, urged them to work together to ensure peaceful conduct of their duties.
We do not want to see situations where we have a situation that is worse than Kawempe. No. We want to escalate the situation and have a better environment as we're going to do the other stages of the electoral process.
And when we head into the elections, during the elections, you're going to have so many cyber attacks spiking at that time. We are going to have social media accounts hacked. We are going to have so many bots that you've never seen. We are going to have a lot of cyber security crimes, coordinated harassment to silence critical reporting. But what are we going to do? What are we doing about it? How are we sitting? Let's engage the stakeholders in this room. We have Electoral Commission, we have the journalists that were there before us, we have NGOs, we have the government, we have police. Let's have that engagement to see how we are going to respond to such attacks.
Journalists were also urged to be united.